show. Your referees are Stephen Dumang, Tony S., and Kevin Quinn. I am your ring announcer. My name is Rich Palladino. Your opening contest is a tag team match, and it's scheduled for
Fans Beyond Wrestling, this is Denver, Colorado. The man, not the place, going to be joined doing commentary with Paul Crockett as fans are still filing in for the Powerbomb TV pregame. Going to be starting things off with a tag team contest with Chuck O'Neill and Filthy Tom Lawlor.
Wait, is that a cut, man?
Chuck O'Neill's big return to Beyond Wrestling here after he was out of action with a broken leg in training back in June, just as he really started picking up momentum.
Now, if you watch these two in their entrance right there, you might think, what is this silliness going on? Let me tell you, two savage killers are walking into the ring right now.
Oh, yeah, dude, you can play farts and joke all you want when you're as tough as those guys are. Chuck putting on a considerable amount of size since the last time we've seen him, too.
Yes, he spent his time very carefully in the gym getting pumped up for his return, and he looks great.
Know that he's been studying tapes as well, but we've got a team that actually formed here in this very building back at American Rana 17. First known as the American Gaijin, now known as American Strong. It's Jay Freddie and Rory Gulak, and they faced each other at the American Rana 17 matinee show, which you can watch for free at youtube.com/Beyond Wrestling. But they felt like they had such good chemistry. There was just, you know, they bonded over their match. I mean, that's, I don't know. I'm beating the hell out of a guy. I'm probably not going to want to be his partner in the next show, but wrestlers are a different breed, so more power to them. They're still trying to get out of the blocks as a tag team, and they have a tough test ahead of them.
They have a very tough test, and sometimes when you punch each other in the face, you kind of find, hey, I like you, you like me. There's a weird chemistry in that, and this wouldn't be the first time that two guys came together. But when these two guys came together, Beyond Wrestling fans reacted very, very well.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you've got two veterans, two very scrappy competitors, two guys that have experience wrestling in Japan, and I mean, you've got these American Gaijin, known as American Strong, that are going to be facing these former UFC fighters.
Tom Lawlor, of course, former UFC fighter, actually still currently technically under contract, some stuff going on behind the scenes. Go look it up if you want to find that out. But Chuck O'Neill also had a cup of coffee in the UFC, spent a lot of time in the octagon.
Introducing team number one to my right, at a total combined weight of 429 pounds, the team of Filthy Tom Lawlor and the Jacked Jesus Cold Steel Chuck O'Neill. Their opponents in the corner to my left, at a total combined weight of 380 pounds, Jay Freddie, the amazing Rory Gulak. They are American Strong.
All right, kicking things off here at the Powerbomb pregame. This is December 31st, 2017, and we are here in the White Eagle, Worcester, Massachusetts, because we're going to have the first match of 2018 anywhere on the planet. Joey Janela versus David Starr in a fans bring the weapons match to determine who is the very best here in Beyond Wrestling. But that's midnight. We got plenty of time to get there. In the meantime, if you're watching the free Powerbomb pregame on the Independent Wrestling Facebook page at youtube.com/Beyond Wrestling, please hit that share button, especially between matches. Let's get as many people as possible watching Beyond Wrestling tonight, especially the pregame. Hoping to bring 7 big matches to you, as Chuck O'Neill has been chomping at the bit, looking to get back in the ring. I think he's going to take out a lot of pent-up frustrations on Jay Freddie.
Chuck O'Neill has not been in a Beyond ring for quite some time, but the fans remembered him with a rousing boo because they do not like him here in Beyond Wrestling for some reason. And guess what? The feeling's mutual.
Well, here we go. Quick tags with Jay Freddie and Rory Gulak. They have a bit more experience as a tag team. Chuck O'Neill and Filthy Tom Lawlor. It's the first time that they've ever teamed. This is only Tom Lawlor's second ever appearance here in Beyond Wrestling, back at the American Rana 17 matinee show. Another match you can watch for free at youtube.com/Beyond Wrestling. We saw Tom Lawlor make his debut against current NXT superstar Bobby Fish.
Tom Lawlor, 10-6 with 1 no contest in the MMA world, 4 knockouts, 4 submissions. So he can finish it in 2 different ways.
pretty arrogant, really not afraid to run his mouth.
Well, when you knock people out for a living, you kind of tend to have an air about you.
Well, you can't say that Rory Gulak's not tough, though. I mean, he competed for the first part of his career as a deathmatch wrestler, and now he trains people to prepare them for the Olympics. So certainly a unique skill set on display from Rory Gulak as well.
That's the thing about Rory Gulak and Jay Freddie. People think they're going to be at a disadvantage here going up against two MMA fighters, but they spend a lot of time in Japan. If there's one thing I know about Japan, they teach you how to strike and strike hard, so they can bring it.
Still in the early moments of this contest, it's Rory Gulak trying to go up and over Tom Lawlor, connected with a boot on the top of the head, took Tom Lawlor down.
And sometimes luck can be on your side too, so Rory Gulak hoping to carry that luck.
I mean, that's the lack of acclimation to a professional wrestling ring, though. You know, Tom Lawlor made a mistake. American Strong is going to capitalize. Now the double team in the corner, official Tony S. getting in there, making sure to try and keep order. Obviously difficult to do in a tag team match. Four very combustible elements.
I think if these two are going to take this match tonight, they're going to have to cut the ring off. They're going to hit a lot of moves like this one.
Swinging neck breaker, Samoan drop combination, well executed, and Chuck O'Neal, going to wonder, is he still a step behind? It's tough to shake off the ring rust.
It is, especially in a tag team match when you're not particularly used to that. You're used to being in there on your own. So we're going to see how both of these guys acclimate to that, because when you're in there in a cage, it's you and your opponent. You don't have somebody having your back like you do here, so it might be a little bit of an adjustment there as well.
Well, dude, you mentioned tag team match. The tag team match, our huge double main event for Heavy Lies the Crowd. 9 p.m. Eastern, exclusively at Powerbomb TV. Team Pazuzu implodes. We're going to see Chris Dickinson and Jaka versus Angel Ortiz and Mike Drastic in a tables, ladders, and chairs match, and you know that one is going to be violent. So please sign up. Powerbomb TV using promo code BEYOND. You can watch tonight's action for free. And this tag team match might be over right now.
Somebody check Rory Gulak's neck. He came down straight on it.
Chuck O'Neal popping those hips, throwing Rory Gulak overhead.
And that's a crazy thing about Chuck O'Neal. I don't even think he knows how strong he is sometimes.
Again, he's put on so much size since the last time we saw him wrestle, but he hasn't really, taken that new car out for a spin yet.
Beautiful drop kick connecting to Gulak. Lawlor follows it up with the sliding lariat.
And now we're starting to see some tag team continuity out of the former UFC fighters. Tom Lawlor originally from this area too.
Yes. People don't know that these two came up together training. They've taken part of fight camps together. They got their black belts in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu together, so it's not as if these guys don't know each other very well. It's not like they have to get on the same page.
Oh, Rory looking for an inside cradle. Tom Lawlor putting on the brakes, looking for maybe a cradle brain buster. Instead, letting go, holding him overhead, making him think about it. Pins and needles right to the head of Rory Gulak. Wow, man. Just driving him down, really jacked him hard down on the head.
And Rory Gulak and Jay Freddie were doing a lot of talking on Twitter leading up to this match, so I guarantee you that Filthy Tom and Chuck were looking at that and are making him pay for it right now.
Looking for submission right away. Rory quick to block it.
If he straightens that arm, it's over.
Yeah, but Rory's going to get to the ropes. He's not he's a well-accomplished collegiate-style wrestler. That doesn't make him a good submission specialist.
And it's one thing to know submissions, it's another to defend them, but he could go out right now. He has that in. Jay Freddie might need to do something here. That's in deep.
Referee saying that's not it, though.
I don't know how Rory Gulak got out of that.
Are you surprised that Freddie didn't jump in?
Shocking, actually.
Oh, man, Rory just a step behind. Obviously still trying to regain his composure. Not going to happen when you got a Northern Lariat coming from Filthy Tom. And I thought that was very telling that Chuck got tagged in just to go for the pin.
This is as one-sided as I've seen a tag team match in Beyond in a while, and they're making Rory Gulak pay for it.
Back in Rory Gulak up to the corner. Rattling off a few shots to the midsection. Chuck's looking to tag out right away.
And look at these quick tags between these two. We were talking about can they acclimate to tag team wrestling, cutting the ring off on Gulak. Quick tags, they're doing very well right now.
Oh, big T-bone suplex, but again, another rookie mistake from Lawlor. He threw him into his partner's corner.
I don't think Gulak was conscious. I don't think he could have gotten to the tag even if he wanted to.
That's another lucky break on Tom Lawlor's part because Freddie was right there, extending for the tag.
And this crowd getting behind American Strong right now. Let's see if Gulak can fight out of this. I don't think he has a lot left.
Waistlock applied. Gulak trying to sit out with it.
And he's alive. And why is he trying to go for some? Why does he just go to the corner and tag?
Too much hubris right here. Oh, rolling Lawlor back up to his feet, getting underneath him again. And a big backdrop suplex.
And now the question is, will the amazing Rory Gulak have enough to get the tag?
Referee issuing the 10 count. What if we see what if he reaches a 10 count tag team match? The whole match is thrown out?
I think so. I've never seen it before.
I don't like these rules.
Oh, Jay Freddie flies. He hits Lawlor when he was going for O'Neal.
Able to double leg him. O'Neal's all over the place right now. Freddie trying to slow him down.
Nice lariat.
That's what you got to do, Jay Freddie. You got to be the one to dictate the pace, but it's almost a 2-on-1 fight right now.
Beautiful forearm. And another.
He's got Lawlor up on his shoulders. Running Death Valley driver in the middle of the ring. Chuck O'Neal. Same position, but that time almost like an F5, 2 for the price of 1. This isn't a wise decision, though. Rory was on the better end of getting attacked for a number of minutes. How much does he have left in the tank? Oh, big splash!
Sandwich splash.
Can't capitalize with the pin, though. Going after Chuck O'Neal, the legal man. Chuck O'Neal kicking out just in the nick of time.
And they were that close. Imagine if Gulak had anything left in the tank. He might have been able to cradle that pin, do something else, and actually get the cover there.
Yeah, Freddie and Gulak really need a big win as a team, though. I mean, we've started to see that they've expanded their bookings. I know they have a match coming up with Black Label Pro.
This could be the knockout blow if they can hit it.
Oh, double cross body, double block.
Oh.
Slamming them into each other.
They just
look at that.
Rag dolls, double German.
Impressive display of strength.
And I think they might have Rory Gulak right where they want him.
Yeah, Rory's isolated right now. Jay Freddie on the apron. Referee's going to get one guy in, one guy out. Give it a little bit too much leeway for my liking. And the backdrop. Oh, into the German suplex. Down at a nasty angle. And Freddie's out.
They got the cover. Gulak was right at the ropes, but he was so disoriented he didn't know where he was.
Yeah, just a second too late.
Here are your winners, the team of Filthy Tom Lawlor and Cold Steel Chuck O'Neal.
Another tough break for American Strong. There you see Jay Freddie arguing with the official, saying that Rory Gulak was underneath the ropes.
Too much power and too much athleticism. O'Neal and Lawlor coming out on top.
I mean, this official had his hands full, and, you know, it's going to be a lot of high-octane matches here tonight. We've got the Fans Bring the Weapons match with David Starr and Joey Janela. We've got the TLC match with all 4 members of Team Pazuzu, and still to come on the free Powerbomb pregame here at youtube.com/Beyond Wrestling and facebook.com Independent Wrestling. We've got the Santiago street fight between Brandon Watts and Zenshi, who is the current Chile Lucha Libre All-Stars World Champion. And unfortunately for Brandon Watts, he has tried time after time to get a shot at that title. Zenshi has continued to deflect him with pretty much every scheme in the book. So Brandon Watts is going to be looking for comeuppance a little bit later on tonight. But we've still got so many big matches coming up here, both the Powerbomb pregame and Heavy Lies the Crown. If you don't already, please subscribe to Powerbomb TV. Use promo code BEYOND to get an automatic 20-day free trial. And that allows you to watch not only Powerbomb TV's extensive catalog with over 60 promotions. You can watch the live stream that Nova Show just produced this past Thursday night. You can watch Heavy Lies the Crown at 9 p.m. We're going to ring in the new year on Powerbomb TV.
All right, guys, real quick, housekeeping. We are broadcasting live on Powerbomb TV right now. Thousands of fans can be watching this right now. We got one problem. I need some help from you guys. Take your phones out. Shut off your Wi-Fi, if you don't mind. A lot of us have the unlimited data, whatever. Just shut off your Wi-Fi if you can. It's going to kill the stream to Powerbomb TV. We don't want anybody to miss the action. We don't want anybody to miss your beautiful faces at ringside. Give a round of applause for your beautiful faces. All right. Thank you very much for your cooperation. And And the following contest is scheduled for...
Again, thanking everybody at home for joining us at Facebook.com/Independent Wrestling, YouTube.com/Beyond Wrestling. Bearing with us as we have technical issues, but we want to make sure that everything is up to order for when we go live on Powerbomb TV at 9 o'clock with our Heavy Lies the Crown live stream.
Now here is a very interesting up-and-comer that we've just seen previously in Beyond Wrestling.
Yes, Damien Smith, the Kansas kid. He started as a wrestler in Kansas. He didn't have any opportunities out there. He moved out to California to train with Brian Kendrick. Cross-country road trip with Jarek 120 in April. That's why I first met him as WrestleMania weekend. I know he had a tryout match for Evolve during that weekend. He was able to train with like Team 3D, Chikara, CZW, and he's currently relocated to the East Coast. And you want to talk about a beast from the East. KTB, formerly known as Kyle the Beast.
He's a guy who came to Beyond Wrestling at his debut against Chuck O'Neil in a very, very impressive outing. I think that was back in April, I believe.
Back in May. At Beyond Wrestling Death Knell, Somerville, Massachusetts.
And he's
I
been
believe
very
if you
impressive
subscribe
since.
to Powerbomb.tv, you can see our entire 2017 catalog.
Introducing first in the corner to my left from Larned, Kansas, weighing in at 172 pounds, the Kansas Kid, Damien Smith. His opponent directly in front of me, hailing from the woods. He weighs in at 257 pounds, KTB.
Now, there's a story to be told in this match, and I think it's power versus athleticism, because I don't think Damien Smith is going to have a chance if he tries to outpower Kyle the Beast, formerly Kyle the Beast, KTB.
Well, it's a big test for both these competitors. I mean, a platform like Beyond Wrestling doesn't come along too often. Both these guys want to be, regulars heading into 2018, and both of them are going to need a win in order to do that. But both of them can't win tonight. Only one of them can win.
And KTB asserting his strength early on there, slamming Damien to the mat and showing him where he's at.
And we see, though, Damien Smith is very tenacious. I mean, the one thing that you can say about the kid is he's got plenty of heart. The first time we saw him at Beyond Wrestling, he came up short against Will Yuta the first round of the tournament for tomorrow. Will Yuta advancing to the finals. We're going to postpone it. Definitely more on that later. We're going to see Will Yuta versus Flip Gordon later on tonight at part of the Heavy Lies the Crown stream on Powerbomb TV. But Damien Smith is going to have to stay one step ahead of KTB. KTB is just as fast as he is strong. It's going to be a tough test for Damien Smith here tonight.
If Damien Smith can keep this momentum going right now, he's going to have a great chance to pull something off. But if he panders to the crowd like that instead of going for a cover, that could come back to bite him.
I think he almost surprised himself. And now trying to balance himself on that top rope. Oh, KTB plucking him right off that top rope and giving him a power slam for his troubles. Damien Smith is in trouble early on.
And I think KTB suckered him into that one. I think he could have pulled him off at any time, but he wanted to prove a point.
Waited until he's dead center in the ring so he couldn't get to the ropes. And now KTB, instead of going for the pin, is raining down blows.
I think if Damien Smith is able to mount some sort of comeback, then he has to learn from the mistakes that he just made.
KTB stalking Damien Smith right now. Oh, just one lifter sending Damien Smith down to the mat.
Look at that pain etched in his face. He's already feeling it.
I mean, he's a well-conditioned athlete, too. You know, we've seen these athletes this year. It's almost like a trend that they've given up everything. They're opting to live in their car to make sure that wrestling is their sole focus. You know what they always say is that if you have something to fall back on, you'll never make it. And so Damien Smith is living that. This guy is homeless by choice right now. He moved from Kansas. He lives in different spots on the East Coast in his car right now because he wants to make wrestling his sole focus. And part of that is his conditioning. He is constantly in the gym 2 or 3 times a day. And you know, I know that his diet's on point. He wants to make sure that he's a tip-top athlete, but sometimes when you're just outmatched against somebody the size of KTB, you know, all of the dedication and training in the world is not going to save you in a situation like this.
Well, maybe you should go get someone to warm that car up, because if it's going to go this way, it's not going to be that long until he's in the car driving to wherever he's going.
Oh, yeah, well, It's pretty friggin' cold in Worcester tonight. Send him off the ropes. Insane elevation on that back body drop.
I don't know about this, DC. I think Damien Smith might want to reconsider this career path he's going on because Kyle the Beast is showing him that this is a man's world.
The Kansas kid really struggling here. KTB just a mauling right now. Rolling a position with that shoulder block. Now, oh, just a rib breaker. A bit of an unusual maneuver. You know, it's part of being wrestlers bracing for impact. I don't think that Damien Smith saw that coming at all.
KTB, the last time we saw him here and beyond, he's part of that four-way on the last Powerbomb pregame show in Worcester.
You know, with 3 other behemoths, and Josh Briggs, Brian Milonas, and Ace Romero. We're going to see Josh Briggs later on tonight, one-on-one with Keith Lee for the first time ever. That's going to be Heavy Lies the Crown, 9 p.m. exclusively at Powerbomb TV. Please sign up using promo code BEYOND. You get to watch tonight's show for free. Get a 20-day free trial. Check out everything else. And later on tonight, the Powerbomb pregame, we've still got Brian Milonas one-on-one with Mikey Webb, first time ever in a grudge match.
Kyle the Beast. I thought he was going for the suplex there. Smith out of the roll-up. No. So close.
Just a second away and only raising the ire of KTB right now.
And again, Smith sneaks out of it. Can he do something with it, though? Nice forearm.
Finally starting to build some momentum.
Here he goes. Went to the well one too many times.
KTB sandwiching him in the corner once again. Oh, but that time nothing but shoulder to the buckle.
Now what's Smith going to do with it? Going back to the ropes.
Targeting the recently weakened arm of KTB.
And he has him by the hair.
Oh, caught him with a neck breaker. We see KTB favoring that shoulder.
He has to cover him.
Caught squarely with the knee. Did he knock him out?
I thought that was it.
KTB managed to get that damaged shoulder off the mat. Almost a second away from being defeated. You'd have to think at this point, based on the way the match has gone, it would be considered an upset for Damien Smith to pull it out.
Huge upset. But that's the great thing about Beyond Wrestling. You throw these matchups together thinking it's going to go one way, and then it goes the complete opposite.
Oh, you never know. These guys know that this is one of the biggest platforms in professional wrestling to shine. You could be an overnight sensation. Look at what it did for the career of somebody like Keith Lee. He's probably 2017's most popular wrestler.
Here we go. Smith went up top looking for the big move, but instead it looks like this could be the end if KTB hits it. No, Smith was able to sneak out of it and get the arm.
Man, KTB's arm's giving him a lot of trouble here. Caught him with the kick.
And now his big opening right here, and again, KTB cuts him off. Oh no.
KTB look for the inside-out suplex.
Somebody start that car up.
Damn, annihilated him. He's still holding on. Oh, to the jackhammer. The 1-2 combination spells the 1-2-3 for Damien Smith.
Here is your winner, KTB.
And I have to give a lot of credit to Damien Smith. I didn't even think he'd be able to put up that much of a fight, but nonetheless, KTB showing off strength and athleticism to come out on top here against Damien Smith.
Something tells me we're going to be seeing a lot more of KTB as we head into 2018, but Damien Smith, still impressive, showing just how much guts he has, trying to hang in there even though he was outmatched. I mean, being trained by Brian Kendrick, he's somebody that was obviously a smaller athlete compared to his opponents for the majority of his career, so he knows how to take the fight to bigger guys. It just didn't work in his favor here tonight.
And a great round of applause from these Beyond fans for Damien Smith. A lot of respect shown for such a gutsy effort.
The bro has arrived. Janelle is here. I see Keith Lee behind us. We've got the biggest stars in independent wrestling set for Heavy Lies the Crown later tonight.
We got food on sale. Mama Colorado's Kitchen in the house. Where are we getting food? Right there. And it's New Year's Eve, so you got to get your drink on right over there at the bar. Make sure you're tipping your bartenders accordingly here on New Year's Eve. And the following contest is a return bout, and it is scheduled for
a return bout scheduled for one fall. Oh boy, the last time that we were in Worcester, Massachusetts for Orange Cassidy versus Supercop Dick Justice, there was a alleged fatality. But you gotta give the people what they want. If they want to see somebody die, give it to them, right?
Why not?
It's wrestling.
If you want death and beyond wrestling, we'll give it to you.
I don't know about this Orange Cassidy character.
Hey, listen, I didn't think he could beat John Silver, but yet he went in there and did it, so he can pull off miracles.
Not enough of a miracle to revive that poor cameraman that was taken out in the line of duty.
You told me last time he was all right. He passed on.
I mean, it seems like a nice thing to tell people. You know, we don't want
You don't want to tell
panic.
the kids.
We don't want pandemonium.
You don't want to tell the kids that the doggy went to heaven.
he bought the farm instead.
Yeah.
That Orange Cassidy Supercop Dick Justice match, you can check it out. YouTube.com/Beyond Wrestling. Sign up for Powerbomb TV to check out Beyond Wrestling's entire 2017 catalog. We're going to be moving from YouTube.com/Beyond Demand to Powerbomb TV. Beyond Demand's done tomorrow, pal, so you better sign up for Powerbomb TV. Use promo code Beyond. Get 20 days free. Get to watch Heavy Lies the Crown for free. And if you're just checking us out right now at YouTube.com/Beyond Wrestling, not Beyond Demand, YouTube.com/Beyond Wrestling and Facebook.com/Independent Wrestling, please make sure to share. We want to get as many people watching Beyond Wrestling as possible tonight. Just take a second to do it.
You know, I was feeling unsafe in this building, but now that there's a police presence, I feel a lot better.
Hey, he is the officer that killed the cameraman.
Well,
Orange
listen,
Cassidy has orange juice. Supercop Dick Justice has the gun.
Listen, mistakes happen. You don't know. There was no body camera. We can't tell what happened.
Supercop Dick Justice making the rounds here.
When they sell you, you need to, when they're going to shoot you, you need to sell it, okay?
I don't know. We got two fan favorites for two guys that were involved in a murder.
Yeah.
Introducing first to my left, he's from wherever. His weight doesn't matter. Freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. His opponent in the corner to my right, hailing from America. Weighing in at 50 stars and 13 stripes, Supercop Dick Justice!
Fans Beyond Wrestling DC going to be calling the match alongside Joey Ryan.
Wow, this is my first time on commentary here.
You're going to have your hands full with the Bullet Club against the Amityville Project later on tonight.
Yeah.
Part of Heavy Lies the Crown at 9 p.m. on Powerbomb TV.
Right.
It's always it's tough to do commentary for these matches.
It is. I guess sometimes it can be. I think I have a good understanding of these type of matches, but there's a lot of unpredictability here.
A lot of jaw jacking, a lot of trash talk.
Yeah, a lot of we love Dick from the audience.
Yeah. Did you see the clip at Facebook.com Independent Wrestling when a cameraman was murdered just a couple months ago?
I did see that. I mean, that made the news, so I mean, it was everywhere.
Can you believe this many people would still come to a Beyond Wrestling show,
Right?
given how dangerous it can be?
I don't know how they escape charges from the police. I guess when you're connected to the police office, the police like this Dick Justice is, you can get away with that stuff.
Uh-oh.
I think it's getting serious now. I don't think that's going to work.
Is that a singlet shirt?
That is a singlet shirt. I don't think he can take it off.
Now, their previous encounter ending in a no contest. After the cameraman was shot, they just fled the scene.
I mean, that's what I would do.
Well, I mean, that's why there's a huge score to settle here tonight in the Powerbomb TV pregame.
Right. He doesn't want the chop. I don't blame him. Chop's hurt. It's cold outside. He took his shirt off, and now it's a chop. I wouldn't want that either.
He turns bright red immediately. He's got something wrong. He's got some sort of a disorder.
Right. Almost like he's an orange. Bad pun.
Handshakes, not chops.
Yeah, handshakes work. I think this is a commitment to no chops. Oh! I already broke the commitment. This is a...
Orange Cassidy saying he's going to go around the world. He's going to hold at Dick Justice's arm.
I feel like maybe Dick Justice wasn't beat down too well for the... Yeah, I think... I don't know. He doesn't seem to be too fatigued. Maybe he's got a plan there. No.
I guess Supercop Dick Justice is going to allow this trip around the world.
Yeah, I don't think he's...
Gonna wonder what Orange Cassidy's end game is here.
Yeah, right. Where's the strategy here?
He's not gonna fall on the mat, will he?
Well, he took a chop. Let's see the color change.
Clutching his chest.
Could be personal now. I think we've elevated.
Rebounding off the ropes.
Unstoppable force, immovable object.
Not much behind that attempt at all.
No, surprisingly, the intensity level seems to have dropped. Nonchalantly hits the ropes. Telegraphs the clothesline.
You wrestled Supercop last night, didn't you?
I wrestled him last night.
Wow. Did he knock you out of the ring?
He's a large gentleman. He has a lot of strength, a lot of power.
Orange Cassidy trying to regain his composure back in the ring.
I think we're back at square one. These opponents, these guys are evenly matched.
Uh-oh. He's got a bottle of his signature orange juice.
Technically a performance-enhancing drug for him. Now things have intensified.
It broke it down to a bit of a pissing contest.
Big back fist from Dick Justice. I felt that one last night.
You know, you see Dick Justice sporting a USA fanny pack. You have Beyond Wrestling fanny packs.
And I bet you can get that on the website. Oh, he spit the orange juice at him.
It'll probably be listed if there's any left at beyondwrestlingonline.com/shop later this week. Hopefully we sell them all out tonight. If not, nobody's getting paid.
Fair enough.
You're the first person that's ever laughed at that joke. Wrestlers hate it.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. I do okay on the merch stand if I have to survive off that. Block. Oh!
Oh, no.
No.
Everybody should be dropping to the ground right now.
This is crazy. Is he
put it in
turning
his
it on?
mouth?
No, he can't.
He's going to shoot himself.
I see history in the making here.
Get the gun away from them. He needs backup. He's calling for backup.
Yeah, you got to control the situation. You got to get this control. Oh, no! Oh no! Oh no, I wouldn't get anywhere near the ring if I were these referees. No!
We got bodies dropping left and right!
Crazy! Somebody to stop. Can we stop this match? This is madness. This is madness.
They got Joey! They got you low!
Oh, my shoulder!
I told you to drop to the floor!
Come on! Somebody help me! Somebody help me! Keith Lee, help me!
Everybody get down! What? Oh no! The Swamp Monster took a bullet for Orange Cassidy! What the hell? Wait a minute! Wait a damn minute! What is going on right now? Can somebody please explain to me who has made their way ringside right now? What is going on? I'm beside myself right now. Joey Ryan is convalescing. He needs to be taken to an emergency facility ahead of his match. And a robot. I believe that is Shockwave, the wrestling robot, and perhaps Shockwave, the referee robot here tonight, has made his way ringside to confront. Oh, Dick Justice wouldn't dare. He's trying to reload. Now busting out the heavy artillery. Virtually ineffective. What is going on here tonight? Oh no! He's gonna take Dick Justice's gun and his hand with him. He wrestles him down to the mat. This is unbelievable. I didn't even know robots could do this. As Supercop Dick Justice has had his hand and his gun crushed, Orange Cassidy doesn't know what to make of the situation. Do we have any referees? Oh!
All right, I got passed up. What'd I miss?
Here is your winner, freshly squeezed, Orange Cassidy.
Well, unfortunately, a number of fatalities here tonight in Worcester, Massachusetts. Hopefully nobody reports the Facebook page. Obviously graphic content, certainly not what we expected, but at least the chapter has been closed on the rivalry, hopefully forever, between Orange Cassidy and Supercop Dick Justice. We're going to have to get a report later on Swamp Monster to see what condition he's in. I think he's trying to, I don't know, eat alcohol right now. I don't know what's in that cup. I don't know what they have in the swamp. I mean, we got to take a couple minutes here to clean out the bodies. And we've got Kevin Quinn and Tony S. Oh my God. Getting dragged right in front of us as Joey Ryan is finally receiving medical attention, and we've got some of the lifeless bodies of the officials.
I went to the bathroom. What happened?
You missed it. You missed it. A lot of people got killed. What? And it's not something to joke about. It's a very sad situation. Human life is priceless, and this is no laughing matter.
I knew it was fans bring the weapon, but I thought you weren't going to let Dick Justice bring a firearm.
His head. Oh my. Well, you know what, Paul? Hopefully that's the last of the casualties that we've seen for the evening, since we have two very dangerous matches later on tonight.
I'm sorry you all had to witness that. I'm sorry. say a prayer for those that were hurt in the line of work. Thank God for Shockwave the robot, right? Welcome back to Worcester, Shockwave. Let's continue. The following contest is a grudge match. For
grudge match coming up, first time ever meeting two staples here in New England. Brian Milonas, a 15-year veteran. And Brian Milonas not too happy. We've seen his alliance with Cam Zagami over the past couple months, but Cam's out partying on New Year's Eve. We want to thank everybody that's decided to join Beyond Wrestling, whether you're partying here live in Worcester or partying Facebook.com/independent wrestling, YouTube.com/Beyond Wrestling. Please take a second of your time to share this live feed with as many people as possible. We're going to be exclusive at Powerbomb TV at 9 o'clock for Heavy Lies the Crown. Matthew Riddle, I've just been informed, has an open challenge. Jimmy Jacobs, unfortunately, suffering a knee injury at Absolute Intense Wrestling on Friday night. I know we tried to tough it out last night, and really tough break for Jimmy Jacobs. If we have any update on his condition, I mean, you know, either way, just we want to wish Jimmy the best of luck in his recovery. As Mikey Webb, who cost his team representing New England Pro Wrestling Academy their match back at Cold Brew because he wanted himself a piece of Milonas. But no, there's no right now it's just Milonas and Webb. There's nobody else from the New England Pro Wrestling Academy here involved in this matchup.
It'll be interesting to see what happens between these two, just because there is a long history between them. They've shared the same locker room, and Webb's right at it.
Mikey Webb not even waiting for introductions.
And you know what? This is a smart game plan by him, because I think this is the best way that he's going to take Milonas down. He has to take it right to him.
Yeah, Mikey Webb's in for a long night. Big size difference. Brian Milonas has been dominating here at Beyond Wrestling.
Wow.
Milonas almost tumbling to the floor.
And is Webb going to take to the air to try to take Milonas down early?
Got to be careful here with the fans ringside at Beyond Wrestling. Oh, Milonas stopping him, grabbing him by the throat.
Oh! And Milonas hammering Webb. Personal animosity spilling to the floor. And if I were Cam Zagami, I'd say it's a smart move to not be here.
Oh, please. You just basically, you know, have Brian Milonas doing all your dirty work. You're not even going to show up to support him.
Maybe this is by design. Maybe he thought
maybe Cam is here.
More.
Oh, maybe Cam is here.
Maybe
I don't know.
He is. I don't know.
I haven't seen him today, and Mikey Webb is already bleeding.
Uh-oh.
I mean, we said it was a grudge match, very personal. Big cut over the eyebrow. It's going to be the referee's discretion as to whether or not this can continue. I was expecting to see bloodshed at midnight for the fans bringing the weapons match between Joey Janela and David Starr. I wasn't expecting to see it this soon on the card, but with the grudge match, I mean, Milonas showing why he doesn't need Cam Zagami in his corner right now. Oh, wow. Tripping him up on the ropes.
Beautiful cutter. And Mikey Webb has been in there with some bigger men. He had a fantastic showing against Donovan Dijak here in Worcester a while back for Beyond Wrestling. So he knows what it's like to be up against the odds and to keep fighting back. Looks like he's going to take to the air again. Milonas cuts him off. And now what's Milonas going to do? He could finish it right now.
Oh, man, Webb's upside down. Very precariously positioned on the arms of Brian Milonas. And Milonas, you can see the blood continuing to pour in the face of Mikey Webb. You're going to think vision out of that right eye is going to be severely compromised right now.
Well, it's not too hard to miss Milonas coming at you, whether you have one eye or not. And Milonas, he looks like he's just having a good time right now.
Oh, we saw Milonas laughing at Mikey Webb back at Cold Brew in Melrose, Massachusetts, which you can watch right now if you sign up for Powerbomb TV. Milonas was laughing at Mikey Webb. Mikey Webb was ballistic, beside himself, doing everything he could, and he was just gassing himself up.
I thought that might have been it right there.
Milonas near 400 pounds. He's been a super heavyweight his entire career. And now just trying to open up Mikey Webb. I mean, Mikey Webb's here with his wife, and unfortunately, I think he's going to be spending the night in the emergency room getting stitched up, especially if Brian Milonas has his way.
But Mikey Webb, do not discount his heart, because he's moved out of the way of that one, and he's still fighting despite the fact that he can't see out of one eye, and he is severely damaged.
Yeah, but dude, one shot just like that. Milonas pulled him up by the throat, just popped him in the face, and Webb is down.
And this could come back to bite Milonas. It seems like he's taking pleasure in doing all this damage to Webb instead of just going and finishing it off.
I'm gonna disagree with you. Milonas knows how to dictate the pace of his match to benefit him. And Mikey Webb, I think, there's just some of that. Oh, man, that's a hell of a move to perform on a competitor the size of Brian Milonas.
And he kicks out with ease.
I think Webb finally realizing, you know, the more that I bleed, the worse for wear I'm going to be. He's going to end this quickly. And, you know, Milonas likes to stretch out the matches as long as he can to keep his win.
Beautiful double knee. Could this be it?
Oh, I think Webb has a long night ahead of him, unfortunately.
But hey, that was a lot closer than the last one. He's getting there.
Blood still continuing to collect around the eyes. He comes charging in with a running knee again. Up and over. Sunset flip attempt blocked. Oh! Alabama slam. Oh, God! He almost put a hole in the ring!
How did Webb kick out of that? They felt that one in Providence.
Dude, I thought the floor was going to collapse. We were going to be sitting on the first floor of the White Eagle right now.
That had to have been some sort of instinct. I don't think Webb knows where he is right now.
That'll collapse your lungs. That'll crush your ribs. I mean, you have a rib cage to protect all of your most important organs. When Brian Milonas is in the ring with you, good luck.
And Webb looks like he's not begging, but it seems like he is. He's just grabbing at Milonas, trying to grasp at anything he can get his hands on.
Might try and pull himself back up to a vertical base. He's got to do something.
Kevin Quinn might want to consider stopping this. He's saying he's good, but it doesn't look like it. He can't even stand on his own feet. Milonas is holding him up.
Now just paintbrushing him.
And those slaps woke Webb up, and he's firing back.
But
Milonas
still gets overwhelmed.
Stuffs him back into the corner.
Webb got that boot up. Looking for the sunset flip. No, instead, an ugly conversion, but able to take Milonas down. Milonas right back up. You tell Webb didn't get all of it. Oh man.
Inside out.
Get your drink out the ring!
And hey, Milonas doing some housekeeping for Beyond Wrestling, so he can do two things at once.
Whip off the ropes. Boss man slam. Mikey Webb somehow landed on his feet.
No.
Oh, taking him over.
What?
Oh, the bigger you are, the harder you fall.
Talk about a miracle.
Here is your winner, the American Destroyer, Mikey Webb.
Just like that, Mikey Webb able to lift Brian Milonas overhead and slam him back down, and time was not on his side. We've got to get Mikey Webb to the back, get him cleaned up, and see if perhaps he needs to get stitched up. I mean, obviously, Brian Milonas put in the fight to Mikey Webb, but he couldn't get the job done. And if you're Cam Zagami watching at home right now, I think that you realize that means Mikey Webb is going to be coming for you next.
And if he can survive an onslaught from like that, I don't think Cam has a shot. Some interesting language, but his point was heard. And Milonas, I think he's in shock. I don't think he fully realizes what just happened there, but
well, dude, all it takes is 3 seconds. I mean, again, 400 pounds getting slammed down like that, that is going to do a lot of damage.
Now Rich Palladino coming back in.
All right, Worcester. New merchandise tonight. Oh, yeah. They're coming back. $2 at the merchandise table. You can put all your stuff in the fanny pack. This is 20 years ago, these were all the rage. They're coming back. Beyond Wrestling fanny packs are on sale at the merchandise table. Who can I trust to hold this for me? Yeah, I don't know about that. The following contest is scheduled for...
Let's see what we got lined up next. That is not music that I am familiar with, and that is not a competitor that I'm too familiar with. That is Rayo. I do believe that he goes by the moniker of the Last Incan Warrior. I did come across him at the Jonathan Gresham Back to Basics camp at the CZW Academy back at the start of December. I know that he likes to utilize a lot of kicks. I've told you literally everything I know about Rayo right now.
The Pride of Peru.
The Pride of Peru. So you've done your homework a little bit more than me. Let's see who he's going to be matched up with here. That theme music is somewhat familiar, and I did not know that Anthony Green was scheduled to be here today, as perhaps looking for an opportunity with a fanny pack of his own.
Look at that outfit.
To try and earn himself a spot here at Beyond Wrestling. Not only just the outfit, but sporting a new look, the mustache, the sideburns, the long hair, the hairband. He's got a windbreaker, some Zubaz.
He looks like my basketball coach from 1991.
He looks like a stick of Wrigley's gum.
Yeah, that too.
And Anthony Green is...
I had a weird basketball coach.
I had a weird experience with gum.
Yeah, I don't want to know.
Anthony Green is somebody I'm certainly more familiar with. He's been competing at Beyond Wrestling. He's actually been a part of Beyond Wrestling before he was legally able to compete as an official. He's worked his way up. And I think this may actually be his first ever singles match on a Beyond Wrestling live event in all of the years that he's been competing.
Yeah, spent some time with, what fraternity was he in?
I'm sorry?
What fraternity was he in?
Alpha Sigma Sigma.
Ah, yes.
Him and Brick Mass Stone. Get it? It spells ass.
Oh, I get it. That's funny.
It's not really funny. I didn't think it was that funny.
No, I know.
I'm not trying to bury the kid's whole run, but...
Introducing first to my right, from Lima, Peru, weighing in at 170 pounds, he is the Last Incan Warrior, Rayo! His opponent to my left, hailing from...
No. I am no longer a student of the New England Pro Wrestling Academy. Anthony Green is no longer that kid. Here is my new introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is the pink starburst of professional wrestling, because that's the best one. From Dangertown, USA, weighing in at 196 pounds. Really?
Yeah.
The retrosexual Anthony Green.
Well, I don't know what he's talking about, because I always loved Red Starburst, but to each their own.
Yeah, DC and Paul Crockett going to be calling this impromptu matchup, unadvertised bonus match, whatever you want to call it. The retrosexual Anthony Green, no longer a student of the Pro Wrestling Academy. I mean, he's not a student, he's a graduate now. And he's going to have his hands full with Rayo. I know that Rayo is going to be looking to kick him, and I just hope that Anthony Green isn't perhaps looking past Rayo here.
Anthony Green, very young but very experienced. He's been to a lot of different places throughout the United States, recently going all the way out to Portland to compete. So he's no stranger to different scenarios in wrestling.
Sure, fans that follow the Powerbomb TV specials might recognize him from the matchup at the Chikara Wrestle Factory. It was a four-way match from November 25th. Ooh, who else is in the match? AJ Gray?
Yeah. You'd know more than me.
I didn't do any homework. I'm looking to get drunk in Worcester. I was hoping we could bring on like a full-time...
Well, my question is, who is DC kissing at midnight?
You better hope you're not sitting next to me, because the bell sounds, I'm kissing whoever's directly to my left, so...
Yeah, good thing I didn't get the call for the main show. I'm pre-show Paul Crockett here.
Don't call it a pre-show. More people watch the Powerbomb pregame than they do the quote-unquote main show. It's not pre-show and main show. Were you downstairs for the locker room meeting, for Christ's sake?
No, I missed that one.
Rayo looking to lock up. Rayo, something tells me, a little bit more straightforward approach to this matchup than Anthony Green.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of this whole thing with Anthony Green here. I mean, I know he's very experienced, but how serious is he when it comes to competing?
Well, already bending the rules, grabbing a handful of hair from Rayo and sending him down to the mat. Rayo is a very stoic individual.
Yes, like you said, very straightforward, but he knows what he's doing, and if he's at a camp with Jonathan Gresham, I'm sure he picked up a thing or two as far as mat wrestling.
2-day back-to-basics camp led by Jonathan Gresham. This guy was the standout. That's why he's here competing at the Heavy Lies the Crown Powerbomb pregame. Of course, if you're going to stick around for Heavy Lies the Crown at 9 p.m., please sign up Powerbomb TV. Use promo code BEYOND. Get a 20-day free trial. Get to watch Heavy Lies the Crown tonight. You can watch Nova Pro. They just did their live stream on Thursday. I know that Rayo competes there somewhat regularly. The full extensive catalog, over 60 promotions.
Catalog?
Rayo still staying one step ahead.
Okay, well, I got my answer as far as serious competition.
Damn, does that make you feel old as hell when Retro was MC Hammer?
Yes.
There we go. Let's lay some strikes in.
And if only someone had done that to MC Hammer in '91, we might have avoided all of that.
Completing the trifecta, the retrosexual Anthony Green, all hung up on the ropes.
I agree. One more.
Caught him with the fourth one. AG's trying to find separation and did so with a well-placed boot to the midsection.
And I know I've been saying some things questioning Anthony Green's seriousness here, but this could also be mind games.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if AG's reputation here at Beyond Wrestling is that he's kind of a funny dude, kind of a bullshitter, you know, I don't know how seriously Rayo is prepared for an opponent like that. And that could work, you know. You start off with some of the antics, turn it around into your favor. So far, Rayo, his strikes have been his best bet.
Rayo, of course, competing on a Beyond Wrestling pre-show previously. So he's
competing in a Beyond Wrestling studio taping. The last time we saw representatives that Jonathan Gresham had picked, it was Sage Phillips versus Dante Caballero.
Ah, that's right. Forgive me.
It's all good. Yeah, this is his official debut. You would have seen him at the New England Pro Wrestling Academy just last month.
What is this he's drinking?
I'm guessing it's Surge.
Surge, yeah.
I'm hoping it's a classic Surge.
Was OK Soda all out?
They should bring that back.
Yeah, they should.
What you drink soda, Paul Crockett?
I used to in my day.
When you were of the time period that Anthony Green is trying to represent?
Yes.
With this new persona? The 50s!
Hey, I'm not that old. That's Rich Palladino.
Oh,
anyway.
He will kill you. AG, look for that sunset flip. Rayo out of the way.
Beautiful drop kick to the sternum.
Hey, no drinks on the apron. AG, AG's been playing the cat and mouse game the whole time, though. As soon as Rayo's up on top, AG is trying to, get as much distance as possible.
Rayo wisely going for the cover, only a 2 count. And there's the opening that AG was looking for.
Buying himself some time, draping that neck across the top rope. Big boot. Rayo smart, though, making sure to get himself in the corner where he can't be pinned. Rayo set into the buckle.
And now we're going to really see where Anthony Green's head is at, because he has the advantage right now. Can he capitalize on it Or is he going to be too busy playing with the crowd?
Caught him with that snowplow. Rayo dumped on the back of his head.
And Rayo has visited Danger Town, according to Anthony Green. Is he going to like it?
Free powerbomb pregame, facebook.com/independent wrestling, youtube.com/beyond wrestling. After this matchup is over, please take an opportunity to share. We've got 2 big matches still coming up in the powerbomb pregame. A Santiago street fight between Zenshi, the CL All-Star champion, and Brandon Watts, as well as the Independent Wrestling Championship being defended by Jonathan Gresham against Hot Sauce Tracy Williams.
And Rayo fired up there. Looked like he was going to take the advantage back, but Anthony Green, veteran maneuver, taking control back.
Caught him with that enziguri. What's AG got next here? Rayo looking for another strike, trying to get the boot up.
Missed the elbow.
Uh-oh, got him rolled up. Hopping out of position, killing him with that kick.
Both men down. Both men in a position.
Rayo sending him off the ropes, following up with a big elbow. Caught him a second time. Let's see if he can get the crowd on his side. Caught him with a kick to the shoulder, not enough to take him down. Big crossbody.
And I'm surprised Anthony Green's still in it, to be honest with you. I'm not sure how much he's focused on winning this match as he is entertaining the crowd. Whereas Yuta's coming with full force.
Oh!
But he runs into a super kick.
Rayo's down.
Rayo's still alive. Anthony Green beside himself. Thought he had it there with the cutter from the second rope. And now he's thrusting toward Rayo. If he's not in Rayo's mind, he's in mine. I don't know what's going on with his game plan here. Rayo fires back with a chop. Green forearms. Telling Rayo to die. Going for the pile driver. No, Rayo out of it. Back body drop.
Good counter. That's pretty much it for Rayo, huh? He's probably not going to find too many more openings like this.
Beautiful kick to the gut.
Oh, with a big code red.
No. And Rayo firing up.
Sidestepped. Oh, hard into the buckle. Weird Al, excuse me, AG. He's got those legs trapped. Oh, and into the pile driver.
That has to be all she wrote.
Could have counted to 100.
Valiant effort by the newcomer,
Here
Rayo.
is your winner, the retrosexual Anthony Green.
But AG surges to a victory. You see what I did there?
I see what you did there. I mean, what do you think, honestly? What do you think? You think this has got some legs to it?
I don't know. I honestly still don't know. It seemed as though Anthony Green was concentrating too much on getting the crowd behind him as opposed to getting a win, but he still pulled it out.
I mean, I'll tell you what, not a lot of guys win their debut singles match, especially in Bound Wrestling. Certainly not Anthony Green's debut, but...
And he hands the surge to Rayo. And if anything, he's going to get a sugar rush. See? That's what happens when I get a sugar rush.
I just get like real sleepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice sign of respect there, which I wasn't actually expecting from Anthony Green, to be quite honest with you. Kind of a jerk. And now the fans singing Belinda Carlisle to take AG out.
Hey, what can you say? Impressive free debut for Anthony Green.
I told you fanny packs are coming back. And I swear I did not even do that on purpose. So the retrosexual. Guys, you're watching us right now live on Powerbomb TV. We are streaming live on the Independent Wrestling page on Facebook. Make sure you subscribe right now to Powerbomb TV because we have got a big show. Heavy Lies the Crown coming up tonight at 9 p.m. Your main event. Fans, bring the weapons. As we will ring in 2018 at midnight as Joey Janela takes on David Starr right inside this ring here in beautiful Worcester, Massachusetts. Food's over there. The bar is over there. Tony S. is right here from Worcester. And ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a Santiago street fight. Please allow me to explain the rules. Pinfalls may only take place inside the ring, and at the request of Brandon Watts, he has asked that Zenshi's Chile Lucha Libre All-Stars World Championship not be on the line during this bout. However, should Brandon Watts win, he wants the mask of Zenshi. Right? Title not on the line. And guess what? This bout is scheduled for
Well, that's a big announcement from Rich Palladino, making it official that Brandon Watts has forfeited his opportunity at the Chile Lucha Libre title. I know that CLL has a few shows coming up in 2018, so that's how personal this is, Paul Crockett, is that he's forfeited the opportunity for international exposure because he wants to take something that's more important to him, and that's Zenshi's mask.
It looked like it started out to be a great relationship. These two kind of similar.
Yeah, right in this very building. Zenshi
Right.
was reintroduced into Beyond Wrestling as the special guest referee for Brandon Watts' final match with AR Fox as part of the American Ronda 17 matinee show. Another match that you can watch for free at youtube.com/Beyond Wrestling if you're not already subscribed. I'm hoping that's how you're watching the Powerbomb pregame.
But when someone you think could be your best friend because you're so similar, sometimes you butt heads.
Well, Zenshi said, yeah, we can have a match anytime. Zenshi felt that him and Brandon Watts had taken similar paths in Beyond Wrestling. Both guys had broken their neck, literally, in the ring for Beyond Wrestling. But I don't think that Zenshi was expecting Brandon Watts to have his number so quickly. Brandon Watts defeated Zenshi at Beyond Wrestling Bye Bye Beautiful. Donovan Dijak's final show against Walter, a doubleheader with Progress. You can watch that at powerbomb.tv.
Oh boy, look at
and
this!
Before introduction
Whoa!
even starting, here we see Zenshi coming out. Zenshi coming out with a kendo stick. Oh! Getting him again.
Didn't get full contact there, but still the damage done.
Fighting right in front of us right here.
Zenshi with the football jersey of Chile.
As the action going to the ring right now, excuse me, away from the ring right now.
We all were like, let's
I'd feel more comfortable if it was in the ring. Zenshi didn't even take his title belt off yet. Here we go, Brandon Watts laying in.
Oh no.
Oh, Watts connecting rib first. Oh, and Brandon Watts sent tumbling over Hurricane Rana off the stage.
And this one getting wild early. What's he looking for now?
No idea what Zenshi's looking for.
And now the steel is out. Hey, at least he was polite to the fan. Here we go.
Zenshi looking to do more damage again, trying to jump off the stage here. You know.
Oh no!
Doing the types of things that only Zenshi can do, but Brandon Watts with a counter. A chair to the abdomen.
Don't worry, he was rude. I have open beer cans. Why would you keep open beer cans in your
And Zenshi feeling the effects of that one. Brandon Watts looking for something. What's he gonna do next?
Brandon Watts scaling up into the top of the stage too.
Oh no, oh no, don't, come on.
Looking to suplex him to the floor, that would be a nasty spill.
Think about your careers, guys.
You won't. We're telling you do it.
He's got something in his hand. Is that chili?
Oh,
Is that pepper?
chili powder.
Wow.
That burns like hell.
And I can smell it.
We know why now that Zenshi's been looking to the stage the entire matchup.
Oh!
Brandon Watts out of the way. Zenshi's on his feet. Watts with a chair again, misses. Oh,
he
the
ran
moonsault
right
press
into the
connecting
chair.
with the chair. I don't know who got the worst of that.
I was just about to say, I don't know who got more damage from that one. Oh, I can't breathe because of the, oh. Now I know what it's like to be pepper sprayed. Oh.
The chili powder making its way over here, making it very difficult for us to breathe. Just imagine how Brandon Watts' eyes feel right now.
And I was just kidding. I have been pepper sprayed before. I won't tell you why, but it burns like hell.
And now taking the fight all around the venue.
Hey, remember when that was our spot and now I can't sit there anymore? Yep. Hey man, you're gonna have a bunch of chili powder in your open beers.
And now letting the fans get a shot at Zenshi.
Well, that wasn't an impressive chop from that fan.
Well, it's Brandon Watts' fight. It's not up to the fans.
Yeah, I really have to think this kind of match favors Brandon Watts because Zenshi is so usually obsessed with going and taking it to the air. So if it's going to be ground-based, I think Brandon Watts has it in the bag, quite frankly.
Zenshi hiding in the crowd right now. I don't think Brandon Watts knows where he is. Fans starting to lose. Fans starting to give some cues to Brandon Watts.
And Brandon Watts, from, of course, spending a lot of time on the streets of New York growing up, so it's not like he's not used to a fight.
Zenshi's got a big chili now that he's hitting Brandon Watts with. Oh, that's Zenshi's mom.
Oh, boy.
Get her out of here. She is a maniac.
I wouldn't surprise if this becomes a handicap match. What's he have in his hand there?
It's like a plastic chili.
Oh, it looked like something else. Oh! Zenshi taking the knee out. Watts hits the deck. And what's up next? Zenshi, fireman's carry. Oh, no. Somebody tell Mama Colorado to watch out.
He'll get burned over there.
Yeah. Whoa!
And Zenshi's mom providing the distraction.
Yeah, they got to get away from her. This one going all around the building, but it can only end in the ring. What is he pointing at now? What benefit is this for Zenshi? I think if he's going to do anything, you should put him back in the ring, no?
Well, it is a street fight.
But it can't end outside. Super kick from Watts. And now Watts back in control of this one. And a big box of, oh, he's in the trash. Look at that. Oh, boy. That is disgusting.
Well, just a representation of how he feels like he's been treated by Zenshi, that he's been treated like garbage.
Fair point. Watts going back under the ring now. We've seen a chair. We've seen a kendo stick. We've seen the trash. Crowd rallying behind Zenshi to get back to his feet. Watts looking for something under that ring. He couldn't find it on this side. He's on the other side. It's another chair. And now back into the ring. this looks like it could be dangerous, whatever he's going to try to pull off here.
Let's see if Zenshi is going to make his way back into the ring. Brandon Watts thinking about what he's going to do next. Oh, got his legs swept out from underneath him. The chair on top of him.
Here's the opening Zenshi has been waiting for.
Oh, sacrificing himself. His back slamming across that steel chair.
And now both men writhing in pain, but Zenshi back to his feet. And now Zenshi going back under the ring. And he has a bag. I'm not quite sure what's in it yet. Carrots? Oh, peppers. Chili. I get it. And as if this chili powder in front of us wasn't enough, we now have more food in play here. I don't know what kind of damage that's going to do more than the floor
I mean,
would,
if you've got a laceration, it's going to burn the hell out of you, but we're not there yet.
We could be in about a minute here. And Watts getting the fans away because his mind is somewhere very, very dangerous. No, no, no. Going for the German. Zenshi fighting it off. Watts gonna go for it again. Can't get it.
Now holding on to the official now.
Zenshi fights it off. Slam onto the floor.
Just looking at him for good measure.
Little insult to injury there. Zenshi's mom still at it. She came all the way over to throw that
Brandon
pepper.
Watts looks like he's about to whack her with a chair.
Oh boy, she has a kendo stick in her hand. Can somebody take that away from her, please? And Watts going back under the ring.
He's going to hold his CLL title right in front of us. Does Zenshi as Watts is looking to fill the ring with blunder.
And Zenshi, he just waved off. I think he's taking his belt and going home. Is he out of here? Yeah, I think that's it. I think he's out of here. I think he's leaving. He better take his mom with him. But Watts not letting him go. Oh! And what a brilliant, brilliant move by Zenshi, drawing Watts in and hitting him with the belt right as he went to chase after him. And the advantage is back in the hands of the Chile Lucha Libre champion.
Now just trying to grind his fist into the face of Brandon Watts. What an unorthodox matchup.
Yeah, this is a little different, but hey, it's beyond wrestling. You get all sorts of styles.
There's the old CLL All-Star World title.
There's two of them?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
and
Zenshi
Watts,
accidentally kicking his current one
Watts
to the ground.
busted wide open, and this is when the chili could come into play, like you said earlier.
Well, maybe this is Zenshi's plan all along.
And he's whipping him with the belt.
I couldn't see anything except when he stopped. I was like, oh,
What else is Zenshi looking for?
I don't know, but he has Watts in the ring. He has him busted open and down. He should be looking for a pinfall, but it looks like he wants to do more damage before he leaves. Oh no. If that gets into Watts' cut, it's gonna be pain like he's never ever experienced. Oh God.
Oh!
That stings.
Trying to move it to the laceration. I don't know if he hit the target. Watts is going to be careful it doesn't get in his eyes now.
Going with the chair. Not a lot of force on that one, but when you're in a condition like Watts, anything hurts when it hits you. Has the kendo stick. Trying to finish this one off, maybe. Because he has him where he wants him. Oh, another shot across the back. To the knee now. Watts fights out of it.
Watts finally going to have his moment of retribution.
Zenshi begging off. Offering a handshake instead. Oh, right to the gut! That's how you swing a kendo stick. Oh! And when you have pepper flowing through your veins, you get a little wild, DC. Watts, disoriented, doesn't know where he is. He should be going for the cover, but instead, like Zenshi earlier, maybe planning more damage. And he's got the kendo stick one more time. And a brutal shot across the lower back.
Yeah, but Zenshi's got a hold of the old Chile Lucha Libre title. Taking Brandon Watts down.
And as soon as he was out, he's back in this one. Is he biting him?
I'm taking my coat off.
Takes him up top, and this is where Zenshi lives. Let's see if he can finish this one off.
How you doing?
Brandon Watts trying to free himself. I think he just put himself more in harm's way. Boom.
Super kick.
Zenshi might be looking to go coast to coast.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
No, when I do it, you have to be good at it to make a fake.
Watts able to slam him, yeah. Saving himself.
And Watts fires up. He has blood flowing down his forehead along with pepper, but he's still in this one. Oh!
Couldn't change direction midair though, crossbody. And now finally going for a pin.
I have some downstairs.
Watts is still alive.
Yeah. Just in time to go back to school. She was just trying to be like gentle, so she put me, she washed it a little.
Putting the chair up against the corner.
And close it up for me so it wouldn't get infected. She just didn't want to overdo it because she didn't want to be pulling. She wanted me to take it of myself.
What's in his mind?
I don't know. Another bag. Oh, that's a neck brace.
Talk about insult.
Don't want to mess with me when I walk in.
Both men spent a lot of time in one of those.
I wish I had a better story that I'm not good at wrestling.
Zenshi laying the chair up against Watts.
No, someone recommended stitches, but we might have to get butterfly stitches. But I'm not about to get
Zenshi up top. Could be looking to finish it off. Coast to coast with the chair right to the face of Watts. Cover. How did Watts kick out of that?
If I don't get it really close up, it just becomes a sky.
And then she's mom is beside herself. hitting the official. That's going to cost him some money and perhaps some time here in Beyond Wrestling.
I think that he's already cost himself time in Beyond Wrestling.
I don't know what you mean, but now referee Kevin Quinn steps in there. Quinn cuts him off. And Kevin Quinn's fired up, blocks a punch. Quinn with the slap to the face. 2. Today was arm day for Quinn. You don't want to mess with him. Inzaguri. And now Watts to the top rope.
Let's see if he can finally hit that elbow. Oh, man.
Big elbow.
He's got him.
I don't know how he kicked out of that one. This one's been an epic. I don't know how both of them are still surviving, still fighting.
That's a word.
I think it's a good word. This has been one of the wildest brawls in Beyond history, I would say, DC.
It's something. Zenshi's head games are certainly not what I expected coming to this matchup. Brandon Watts needs to seal the deal right now, though.
And we have chairs galore. Can we get some medical attention for poor Tony over there? He looks out of it. And as if 7 chairs weren't enough, we need something else. We're getting more chairs from under the ring. Low blow from Zenshi, and he has some, I think that's chili powder again. It's a can of something. Zenshi going up top. Taking his time doing it.
Oh, he's been taking his time.
And it looked as if Zenshi had flipped out of it, was going to land on his feet, but no, he landed on chairs. This has definitely not been a sprint. It has been a marathon. As Watts goes up top.
Do they run a marathon here in Worcester?
They are right now. You're watching it. Those take 3 hours, right? And another big elbow.
It's about time for a polar bear plunge.
And mercifully, this one's over.
Here is your winner, the Shred God, Brandon Watts.
Zenshi down and out. Brandon Watts gets the hard-earned victory. He doesn't know where he is. Zenshi doesn't know where he is. And I don't think DC knows where he is. As that was a very, very hard-fought win for Brandon Watts.
Well, if you still have any interest in supporting Beyond Wrestling after that, sign up for Powerbomb TV. Use promo code BEYOND. Get 20 free days. We do still have Jonathan Gresham versus Hot Toss Tracy Williams on deck for free, the main event of the Powerbomb pregame here on Independent Wrestling Facebook page and the Beyond Wrestling YouTube page.
I don't know how those two are going to follow that.
Later on tonight, we've got some huge matchup for Heavy Lives of the Crown. TLC match with Doom Patrol versus EYFBO. Joey Janela versus David Starr in a Fans Bring the Weapons match.
So you can see Heavy Lies the Crown tonight at 9 p.m. as we kick 2017 in the ass and we bring in 2018 with our Fans Bring the Weapon match between Joey Janela and David Starr. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Powerbomb TV Independent Championship.
There we go. Let's see some wrestling now, huh? Hot Sauce Tracy Williams has his chance to contend for the Powerbomb TV Independent Wrestling title. Jonathan Gresham, this is his fourth defense. And going above Stokely Hathaway's head to make this a title match. Stokely Hathaway is caught in the middle because we've got one of his stablemates, somebody that he represents in Catch Point and Hot Sauce Tracy Williams, and obviously this faction that he's trying to build up and take across the entire globe in the Dream Team. Jonathan Gresham represents the Dream Team. Tracy Williams represents Catch Point. Hot Sauce Tracy Williams is going to be gunning for Gresham's Independent Wrestling title. If I'm Stokely Hathaway, I'm not looking at it as lose-lose. I think it's win-win for Stokely Hathaway, but he's still in the middle of all of it.
The puppet master knows how to guide his puppets, and I think that's what's at play here tonight. And one thing I do know is that Stokely Hathaway had a very special entrance planned for the Dream Team tonight, but he told me that Powerbomb officials gave him the nix, and he's very upset about it. And MJF, I thought I would never have to see him for a long time after he broke his hand. I was actually looking forward to the fact that I wouldn't have to see him for a long time. But yet,
oh, you like when guys get hurt. Paul Crockett, good guy.
Well, I like when MJF gets hurt, quite frankly. He's not a good man. But yet here he is in a suit and all to bring the Dream Team to the ring. And now I have to wonder, what part is the Dream Team going to play on the floor? That's another added bonus that we get here tonight. Where's MJF going to hang his hat?
Well, I didn't even think that MJF was supposed to be scheduled to be here.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, MJF was disqualified from the tournament for tomorrow. He had to forfeit a match that was originally scheduled against Josh Briggs for Cold Brew. He broke his hand the night before doing dumb shit at CZW. If you're not cleared to wrestle, you shouldn't be ringside. Bottom line.
Well, he is here, and it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. But I think you and I are in agreement. MJF is garbage, and we do not want to see him here, yet here he is.
I don't like MJF.
Does anybody?
MJF likes MJF, that's for damn sure.
I don't even think his dad likes him.
His dad is such a good guy. Have you met MJF's dad?
His dad's the best. That's the weirdest thing. How did
if
MJF?
If they didn't look so similar, I would think that he was adopted. His dad's pretty oak too, though.
What happened where MJF became this human being, and his dad is so great?
Maybe his dad was spending too much time on
Paleo.
I was gonna say on Mr. and Mrs. Friedman and not enough on Baby Friedman's putt.
Perhaps.
Gresham already celebrating. We haven't even gotten introductions yet.
Introducing first the challenger in the corner to my left, from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 192 pounds, Hot Sauce Tracy Williams. His opponent in the corner to my right is accompanied to ringside by his manager, Stokely Hathaway, and fellow Dream Team member, Maxwell Jacob Friedman. They represent wrestling out of Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 168 pounds. He is the current reigning and defending Powerbomb TV Independent Wrestling Champion, the Octopus, Jonathan Gresham.
Jonathan Gresham has been to places on earth you didn't even think they had wrestling. So when it comes to experience and when it comes to poise in different situations, you're not going to find much better than Gresham. And there's a reason he's the Powerbomb TV Independent Champion. But Tracy Williams, maybe he hasn't been to countries that you didn't know had wrestling, but he's been to a lot of different places. He's faced a lot of different people. So this is going to be a very interesting clash of styles here. Or not a clash of styles, but a clash of similar styles, I should say.
So who do you got in this one?
I have to say, with MJF and Stokely on the outside, I have to give the advantage to Gresham here.
MJF and Stokely on the outside, you're going to give the advantage to Jonathan Gresham.
Yes.
What if this is all just a ploy for, I don't know, man. The thing is like, Jonathan Gresham has seen some of the best success in his entire career working with Stokely Hathaway. I don't trust Stokely Hathaway. And if I'm Jonathan Gresham, I wouldn't trust him either.
You may not trust him, but it has instilled a newfound confidence in Gresham that I haven't seen before.
You don't think that if Stokely Hathaway had the ability to make more money, reach more people, bring the Dream Team to a larger platform, if he felt like Hot Sauce Tracy Williams, because let's face it, Dream Team ain't involved right now. If he thinks that he can bring the Dream Team to perhaps a bigger platform or a different platform or just get in front of more eyeballs, you don't think that you would sell Jonathan Gresham down the river?
I think he absolutely would, but for whatever reason, I just have a feeling that's not at play tonight. Maybe I'm stupid, DC. Maybe I'm not seeing what's in front of me, but if we're going straight up with what's in front of us, I have to give the advantage to Gresham. And this crowd is ripe for this one. And
definitely main event feel.
Gresham already playing mind games, trying to get in the head of Hot Sauce, but believe me, Hot Sauce knows what he's getting into here.
Hot Sauce, Jonathan Gresham faced off once before in a Beyond Wrestling ring. Match you can watch for free at youtube.com/Beyond Wrestling. Second time squaring off. Finally tying up.
And usually, the old Jonathan Gresham, he would be right in there, tangling up, even making his opponent look stupid. But right now, he's making Tracy Williams wait for it. He's getting in his head, and he's waiting for the prime opportunity to strike.
And strike he did, like only Jonathan Gresham can.
Oh, boy. If Gresham's going to get into a striking battle with Hot Sauce, then he better rethink his strategy.
Half-hatch suplex, signature Tracy Williams. And Tracy Williams a little bit bigger. Jonathan Gresham a little bit quicker. As skilled as both these competitors are, when it comes to technical prowess, I'm going to give Gresham the edge. I'll give Gresham the edge against anybody he's in the ring with. And like you said, the intangible Stokely Hathaway, who shouldn't even be ringside, could potentially play a factor in this.
Him and MJF were already arguing and the match has barely started, so maybe they're not all on the same level as I thought they were.
Tracy Williams backed up to the ropes.
Locked.
Not too often that you see that. Just goes to demonstrate the speed of Jonathan Gresham once again. So MJF pacing nervously in front of us. Still in the earlier moments of this matchup. Gresham using that right wrist lock to take Hot Sauce down and now wrench away at that right arm.
And this is where Gresham thrives. If he can pick apart even the slightest body part, he's going to go after it like a rabid animal.
Slight body part, something small, like a finger.
Even the tip of a finger.
Tip of the finger. A lot of small bones in the hand. You know, you don't have to just break somebody's thigh.
Doesn't have
in
to be
order
a
to be
leg,
effective, right?
doesn't have to be a knee, the back. It could literally be the tip of a finger, and Gresham's going to attack.
Got him in that clinch now. Able to land a knee as he transitions away from the headlock. Big takedown from Hot Sauce.
What do you think of Gresham's attitude change over the last few months?
As a fan, I think it sucks. As somebody that hopes one day to make a full-time living in the professional wrestling industry, I completely understand.
It seemed as though he had reached all the potential level that he could make here in Beyond Wrestling at one point. Just
dude, when you defeat Zack Sabre Jr. in 3 consecutive matches, there's no titles here in Beyond Wrestling. Where do you go from there? So what did he do? He went and introduced his own title, and that meant winning the Powerbomb TV Championship. That meant, you know, Powerbomb TV and Beyond Wrestling forging a partnership. I mean, a lot of it's a luck, a lot of it's timing, but a lot of it's hard work. I can't think of the expression off the top of my head, but you know what they say about overnight sensations. It takes 10 years to get to that point because you have to be grinding it out, waiting for the right opportunity. Timing is everything, and if this is Jonathan Gresham's time to become, you know, he's not just the best wrestler. Let me put it like this.
To go to the next level.
No. Let me put it like this, Paul. You're not the best wrestler in the world unless the fans say that you're the best wrestler in the world. Okay? And he, to me, for my money, pound for pound, is the best wrestler in the world. I'm one man. You know, there's thousands, 120,000 plus at Facebook.com independent wrestling, 140,000 plus at YouTube.com/Beyond Wrestling. You know, thousands of people watching on Powerbomb TV. It's the type of situation where you need all of them on board. And maybe that's what he is hoping to accomplish with Stokely Hathaway.
And knowing Jonathan Gresham personally like I do, to see that attitude change, to steal a phrase from you, it sucks. He's a different guy, inside and outside of the ring.
Oh, come on, man. You think of the best ever. It's like they got there because of their hard work. Like, you know, if you win this match right now, but if Stokely Hathaway helps you, yes, it's a title defense, but it's a title defense with an asterisk next to it. And that's what the fans look out for. The fans want to see good wrestlers that are also, you know, in it for fair fights.
Jonathan Gresham would not have taken a count-out victory, but he got one against Flip Gordon the last time he defended the title in Worcester. It just goes to show you that he's willing to do anything now, whereas before he wanted a clean, on-the-level win. But now he'll take it anyway.
We saw him get a count-out victory over Nick Gage when Jody Fleisch came up hurt at the most recent Powerbomb pregame special. Excuse me, the Powerbomb TV special. Obviously successful defending his Powerbomb Independent Wrestling Championship at Nova Pro just this past Thursday, and immediately signing up for another title match.
Beautiful counter work. And like we said, despite the attitude change, he still has all the old attributes that he once had, so he's still very, very dangerous. Great sign of respect here from the crowd. Despite the fact that they like to get crazy, they also love their pure wrestling. Hot Sauce Tracy Williams, proud Brooklyn native. Traveled the world. Looking to grapple with anyone, looking to fight with anyone. And he's used to facing guys who have different styles than him, but every once in a while you go in there, and Bobby Fischer, he ran into Spassky once, you know? So it seems as though he's met his match here, because it's very even right now.
Yeah, hard to give an advantage one way or another. Nobody's in Hot Sauce's corner. But what's Stokely Hathaway? I mean, unless he physically interjects himself, what advice is he going to give Jonathan Gresham as to be a better wrestler?
Well,
it's a confidence thing, though. It's a confidence thing.
It is a confidence thing, but we saw little things early by, well, that changes everything. But the small things we saw earlier where he was sort of going through the ropes, not letting Tracy Williams get to him, the mind games, those are the small things that add up.
What's the condition that Jonathan Gresham's hand and fingers are in right now?
And if you're going to take away his strengths, that's the best place to go, right to the hands of Jonathan Gresham, because if he doesn't have that, he's not grappling.
So, right, exactly. So much of submission wrestling is being able to interlock your own knuckles. Now you see that cording hold applied. Continuing wrench on the right arm. He also has a hold of the left arm. Jonathan Gresham wrapping that inside leg. Perhaps looking to change the momentum and maybe roll through. Now trying to get a chicken wing hold applied as Tracy Williams quickly escaping. Was stepping on Gresham's shoulders. Looked like he slipped off due to the perspiration. I mean, that's a pretty good pin, standing straight up on your opponent's shoulders. Obviously difficult to do, to find your footing.
And despite the fact that he's going after the arm and the hand of Gresham, Gresham right back up. And you don't need a healthy hand to do that. Beautiful neck breaker.
Of course, so much action later on tonight. We've got the fans bring the weapons match at midnight with Joey Janela versus David Stark. See who the very best in Beyond Wrestling is. Matthew Riddle has an open challenge. Ricky Shane Page versus AR Fox. Flip Gordon stepping up last minute to face Wheeler Yuta. We've got Dan Barry's Amityville Project versus Joey Ryan and the Pullet Club. Jordan Grace versus John Silver, which could possibly steal the show. A super heavyweight battle between Keith Lee and Josh Briggs. And of course, the tables, ladders, and chairs match between Doom Patrol and EYFBO, only on Powerbomb TV, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please make sure to sign up using promo code BEYOND if you're not already. You'll get a 20-day free trial. Stream tonight's event. Get the entire catalog on Powerbomb TV. Over 60 promotions. So, you know, if you like Jonathan Gresham, if you like his title defenses, yeah, now's the time to sign up for Powerbomb TV.
And if you're on your way to the building right now, stay away from DC at midnight.
Yeah, and if you're a couple other people, stay away from me in the back.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Not MJF, though. I can tolerate it.
That's a lie. No one can. Beautiful back and forth between these two. Neither man able to get a clear advantage. Gresham's arm still wrapped up. But if he has a single finger free, he's going to find a way to use it.
Just trying to twist Tracy Williams onto his shoulders, and Tracy Williams finding the leg. But that was smart. You saw the way that Gresham wrestled to the ropes, that if Tracy Williams had a counter, he could just immediately get to the ropes instead of a submission being applied.
Oh, and Gresham with a dirty tactic. That's straight out of the Stokely playbook right there, going to the lower back of Hot Sauce.
Hot Sauce trying to cover up, not that time. His chest starting to turn beet red.
And here's a different side of Gresham. He's not one to really go full out with chops, but yet there it is.
Big drop kick. Gresham down to a knee. I don't think Hot Sauce got all of that, or else Gresham would have been blasted into the corner.
Knee to the back of the neck of Gresham. That was brutal.
Hot Sauce is really going to have to pick up the intensity on this. Although, you know, Hot Sauce's style is really just keep his nose to the ground or just keep moving forward.
Right.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but you know what you're getting out of Hot Sauce Tracy Williams. I mean, really taking his time, as this one could potentially go the distance here. Still going after that ankle.
And yet Stokely and MJF sort of looming on the outside. The question is, are they going to get involved at any point? Right now, it's just a pure wrestling match. Tracy going for the crossface. No, Gresham slips out. Off the ropes. Maybe Hurricane Rana. No, sit-out powerbomb.
Well, you see Stokely Hathaway in the back row losing his mind right now. And that, to me, indicates that he does want Jonathan Gresham leaving here as Independent Wrestling's champion, the Powerbomb TV Independent Wrestling champion.
Well, like you said, if he sees something change in there and he sees Tracy Williams perhaps having the advantage and thinking he's going to be coming out on top, maybe his loyalty changes.
Maybe I should talk about this, maybe I shouldn't, but I've already opened my mouth, so I'm going to go the full way with it. You know, I had a chance to spend a couple days with Jonathan Gresham, and, you know, we talked about his future prospects, and honestly, he has some unbelievable offers on the table, some incredible things on the line, and what he said is that he wants his legacy to be the person that put this Independent Wrestling Championship on the match, above all else. So of any possible offers, of anywhere that he could go, wrestle with a full-time contract, he's more concerned about who his legacy is going to be as Powerbomb Independent Wrestling Champion than making money on the short term. And that was astounding to me for somebody to speak in that type of candid manner. I'm just telling you, though, that's what he wants. I don't know what Stokely Hathaway wants. I'm not going to get locked in a room with that guy for 2 days. 2 days.
I can't even be in a room with MJF for 10 minutes.
And if this is to be Gresham's legacy, he needs a win right now against Hot Sauce.
Gresham gets out of that pinning predicament. And again, attacking the shoulder of Hot Sauce, it looks like there. Oh, beautiful forearm. What's Hot Sauce going for here? Pinning predicament, cradling the neck. Innovative, if nothing else. Not fully effective, but you have to be unorthodox when you're in there with Jonathan Gresham. And again, Hot Sauce, if he can go to a striking battle, it's all his, because I don't think Gresham can compete with him on that level. Hot Sauce might have him where he wants him. This could be the opening to finish it off, but Stephen Dumang seeing if Gresham's even able to keep competing.
I saw Gresham's lips moving right there.
And maybe this is a little more personal than we think because he's taking his time.
Oh! High angle Saito suplex.
And now, could it come down to who wants it more?
Look at this step over from Gresham. Hot Sauce trying to block it. And by doing so, left his leg and ankle prone. Relentless.
This one's a little more personal than we thought.
We have seen Jonathan Gresham submit people with that repeated knee strike.
Yeah. Oh, he went low, hit the leg. Hot Sauce was ready to block it, but he didn't see that one coming. Chops to the leg. So unorthodox, so original by Gresham. Runs into an elbow.
What's Hot Sauce looking for right here?
Beautiful drop kick to the leg, Muda-esque.
Leg giving him a lot of trouble.
And it's as if Hot Sauce has a bullseye on his leg now.
Gresham might have been weakening up this whole time for the figure
Wow,
four.
look at that bend.
Yeah, still not fully applied.
That is nasty.
Instead, maybe transitioning to, what I suspected, an Indian deathlock.
Williams writhing in pain. What's Gresham going to try to transition into here as he's grabbing him by the neck like he's a dog? Stomping the knee. Gresham brings it back into the middle, locks it in. Hot Sauce with nowhere to go. Almost counted for a 3.
The Hot Sauce showing his resilience, though.
Now he's pissed. Oh! I felt that one over here. Now Gresham's up.
Oh, kicking out. There you see the perspiration flying off the chest.
Gut check time.
Oh, God, look at this variation of the Indian deathlock. Standing up. Oh! He could have just broken his ankle, jammed down his knee.
Oh! Oh. Talk about insults. Slapping Hot Sauce in the face.
I mean, I think Tracy's lucky that he's got those boots on, because who knows if his foot's even connected to the rest of his leg right now. Oh, that diving spine buster out of Tracy Williams, really favoring that leg.
But the question is, can he even get to his feet to do anything about it? What's he gonna do if he can't stand?
I don't know, Paul Crockett, your guess is as good as mine.
And both members of the Dream Team not looking like they know what to make of this. Oh! Someone bring out the stretcher. I don't think Tracy Williams is going to be able to make it back under his own power. And again, wrenching that leg, doing maybe permanent damage to the knee ligaments.
Oh, yeah. I mean, everything. All the small bones in the foot, the ankle, bending the tendons and ligaments in the knee.
Hot Sauce has a lot of pride, but he might want to think about his long-term future here.
Able to shrug Gresham off. Gresham into the ropes.
Oh, no.
And that sick smile on Gresham's face. Death Valley driver out of Tracy Williams. Can he get over for the pin?
And I don't even know how Hot Sauce was able to do that. Given the damage to his knee. But when the Powerbomb TV Independent Championship is on the line, you go to the next level. Here we go. And on one leg, the knee buckled. The knee buckled, it gave out. And the bullseye on his knee.
Yeah, dude, not even to be able to find his footing and on that second rope. Oh, Tracy Williams, though, do or die. Looking for that DDT.
Oh, no. On one leg. Brainbuster, but he can't follow it up.
And Gresham getting his foot on the rope. So savvy.
I don't even think he got it on the rope. I think it just fell there. Luck or skill, either way, his foot landed there and he's still alive. And Hot Sauce doesn't know what to do. All he's focused on is the pain in his knee.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. You know, if I knew, maybe I'd be Tracy Williams, Stokely, Hathaway. Instead, I'm calling the match with you. Sweeping the legs out, got that jackknife pin. For that schoolboy. He had Gresham stacked up good, too. Still stumbling around, though.
Oh, no. Gresham has the knee.
Could have busted his kneecap like that. And now going for the figure four.
As simple and pure as it is, the figure four.
Yeah, this is quintessential pro wrestling right here.
It could be the perfect ending to this story. Hot Sauce still fighting through the pain. Gresham wrenching the foot in addition to the leg.
Come on, Tracy.
Hot Sauce not even making any movement, nowhere to go, now fighting for the rope. But is the pain in the knee too much? He's still reaching for
I don't know
it.
if he hasn't given up by now. I think he's going to get to the rope fall.
Reaching for it, and he has it. And if anything, you have to give credit for the fight in the heart of Hot Sauce Tracy Williams. And referee Stephen Dumang asking if Tracy Williams can continue. Of course he's going to say yes.
Dude, think of all the bookings that Gresham's gotten just this year because of being Powerbomb Independent Wrestling Champion. Oh, another shot to the knee, though. Continues to go after it. I mean, it's tough for Hot Sauce to be able to defend that low. And Hot Sauce just collapsing right now.
Couldn't even get the Irish whip.
Oh, inside out with the clothesline.
Vicious. And Hot Sauce fighting through it.
Pile driver. Oh, we got a new champion. Hook the leg.
Is that MJF?
Well,
what the hell was that?
It certainly wasn't one of the fans.
And did MJF just blame it on Stokely?
Yeah, and no, Stokely's telling Hot Sauce I had nothing to do with it. I had nothing to do with it. This was the plan all along. That's why MJF's here, so that Stokely doesn't have to take the fall.
Or is there dissension in the ranks? I don't know what's going on. Oh, a kick right to the knee. Gresham going back to that figure four, and this has to be it.
You know what sucks is that in order to alleviate the pressure, you kind of
would have to roll.
No, or lay on your back.
Right.
When you lay on your back, you're prone to be pinned.
Right.
So less pressure being applied right now, but his shoulders are off the mat. It's even more painful to be in this hold.
Hot Sauce doing all he can to try to fight out of this.
And Gresham's trying to wrestle him away from the ropes. Uh-oh, Gresham might be looking to take him to the floor, though.
Yeah, we've seen this before with Flip Gordon rolling out to the ring, getting a count out.
Gresham's saying that they're hooked up right now. Come on, ref, get in there. Separate them then.
They're trying to go for the break. Referee Stephen Dumang trying to pull him off, but it's just adding more. Looked like a tap, was it? No, it wasn't. Now some of the fans saying he did. I don't know what's going on here. And he's calling for the bell. He's saying it's a tap out. So a controversial finish, and Jonathan Gresham is still the Powerbomb TV Independent Champion.
Here is your winner, and still Powerbomb TV Independent Wrestling Champion, the Octopus, Jonathan Gresham.
A controversial win, but a win nonetheless for Jonathan Gresham as he remains the champion.
Fans, we certainly want to implore you, please subscribe to Powerbomb TV. Use promo code BEYOND, get a 20-day free trial. Watch Heavy Lies, The Crown free at 9 p.m. with that promo code BEYOND. Midnight, it is Joey Janela versus David Starr. Fans, bring the weapons. For Paul Crockett, this is DC. We are signing off.
And why? And why? Because there's no one on this planet, no one in this universe that can stop the Dream Team.